try. Just give me, try. Just give me, try.
Good afternoon. It's just gone 12 o'clock here in Bendigo, the greatest city of Bendigo. And we have the Victorian Ultimate Championships. We have a regional Victoria fair. We've got Albury-Wodonga playing Ballarat out of the women's divisions. Both teams great standalone clubs, forging their own way outside of the big smoke of Melbourne. My name's Andy Moroney and I'm joined again by Daisy Medic. Daisy, nice to have you here.
Thanks, Moz. Nice to be here, enjoying this nice sunny day in Bendigo.
You mentioned the sun. I'll double down on it. We've just gone past 30 degrees now. Clouds are blown away and now it's all about some genuine heat. Most teams already have played one if not two games already. Weekend tournaments can be a little bit trying. So we've got the Ballarat Blue Tongues on screen now. Albury-Wodonga. To the left of screen in orange, it'll be the Ballarat Blue Tongues pulling. Now we must say there is a fair bit of wind, so this pull will be a bit challenging, although they
lovely pull.
Make a fair go of it. Gets past the brick mark, which is probably one of the more impressive pulls that we've seen.
I agree.
And Albury-Wodonga, we see Ballarat. Looks like they're playing a zone defence. Albury-Wodonga happy to swing it around. That's Jessica Bond with the disc. Bond looks inside through the cup. That's hit well. That was to Olivia Kennedy.
Good look back.
Hartwig.
Ballarat are covering the downfield options nicely.
Nice patience from Albury-Wodonga. Happy to move it around, trusting all of their players. Bond again through the cup. They've thrown that a couple of times now, so Ballarat want to adjust. Seaton.
So it looks like another, oh, well done. Another 2-3-2 there from 2-3-2 zone from Ballarat.
And that was Cushion getting the D. Leah Cushion. Ballarat have a chance that their halfway point to put in an early upwinder would be massive. Both the games we've seen on this field being defined by how many teams can put in the upwinder. And it won't be Ballarat on this offensive possession. But they'll get another chance at it.
It's tough downwind. They can really drop when you throw downwind. So you have to take that into account and lift it a little bit.
And as we see, the turn prior to that, connection unable to be made with Kramer, who we just saw her brothers, I believe, on the field in the open division immediately before. So the Frisbee family up in Albury-Wodonga, the Kramer family. This one goes to Kramer over her head. Ballarat will get another chance. Kristen Banks with the disc, throws it nice and low. It does get a bit of lip. It's going to sail. And there's a little bit of contact. Uncontested foul call. Gabby Cunningham. So we just see a little bit of unintentional contact. No contest from all the players. And it's in. Cunningham, nice little gainer.
Nice down the line.
Zara.
Nice work up the line there from Ballarat. Oh! Oh, great grab. Great grab.
Zara Humphreys, great read. The disc came out at a fair angle, was coming in sharply. Humphreys with a great read. Like you said, just with the one claw, just got at it.
Yeah. And the blade just kind of cut through the wind. So it just went exactly where it should have gone.
One way to do it. You can see that disc came out quite flat, but turned over, but excellent read. Pretty cash from Zara Humphreys in the end to put in the first upwinder of the game, if you don't mind.
Yeah, after having worked it up the side of the field there, then to take the catch, that's a really good point from Zara.
Great first point.
got an upwind point first go, so that's interesting.
Yep, not seen one of those yet today. That's a first. Hope it's not the last. We're looking at the Ballarat team pulling downwind, seeing if they can consolidate their break with a downwind. Sorry, consolidate their O with a downwind break.
Yeah, Ballarat were defending really nicely then as well and kind of put a lot of pressure on Albury-Wodonga to pass behind them. So they've started really nicely.
Albury-Wodonga might get a little bit of a let off here. We'll call the brick. That disc going out of bounds on the full, so they will march it up to the brick mark. Well, they are going to take sideline. Went out at halfway.
Oh. That's quite a way up the field.
It's a nice 3 yards or metres. This one's going to sit up a little bit. There'll be another chance at it. They take it. Kira Morton with the disc. Goes back to Meg Graham. Graham at halfway. A lot of Ballarat players around the disc, so they opt instead just to dump swing. Not too many poppers running through, so they probably just want to... They do get one now. That's Shay Aylett. Kimball, well read. Ballarat get their turn pretty much where the pool landed.
Setting up a vertical stack. Be looking for someone long. Oh, wow. Oh.
Well, you called it. You sound like you were surprised at your own goal.
21 was nice and open. Kennedy, just a little bit too much on that disc, but the right play and the right look.
Absolutely.
Absolutely open. So open.
So Albury-Wodonga with their opportunity to try and put an upwinder in.
Ballarat is setting up, looks like a zone.
Yeah, it's going to be super tough in this wind to put anything with any real penetration on it deep. Ballarat with the chance.
Thought I nearly saw a hammer there.
Yep. They swing it back. Cunningham.
Ooh. Gallagher.
Not marked.
Good pressure from Albury-Wodonga.
Got the turn. Got the hive count and a turn. So that's a win if you're Albury-Wodonga. Nice throw through the cup. Ballarat able to arrest their momentum. A little bit more popping starting to come through from Albury-Wodonga now, which is good to see. They're going to have to rely on the small ball. Work these up. Exploit the gaps in the Ballarat Cup that are just starting to appear. One again there, throwing through. So if they can continue throwing through this cup, that's going to hold them in good stead. Eilert gets it to Kimball.
Yeah, Elliott's been free, popping quite nicely.
They're finding these spaces through the cup. This one, a little bit of loft on it, but it'll work.
It worked, yeah, it's a hard throw.
Dunstan. Back to Kimball. This one's got a bit of air under it, has to work. Just too far. But really good patience, probably the best patience we've seen early on in the game, I know, but within the first 10 minutes, that's probably the best passage of play we've seen from either offence.
Yeah, just looking for options, not rushing, and working it up the middle.
So Banks has it, no mark.
Option.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, yeah, it is better to turn it over down the field.
Yep.
So now you're making Albury-Wodonga work it up the field.
But if I was Ballarat, probably one defensive adjustment I'd make is Albury Wodonga are doing a really good job of throwing it through that cup, throwing it through those two or three players standing about 10 metres upfield.
Yep.
They've got to get a little bit closer, but this one's a little bit easier. Catch your D's and then you score the goal.
I think
Ballarat making a nice adjustment was Ellie Cushion with that D.
I think Gallagher was involved with that one as well. Well done, Ballarat. Ballarat off to a nice lead, 2-0 or 2-0.
Nil versus 0. What's that? Hold on.
Tennis?
Is that an Adelaide thing?
No, soccer.
Soccer. That's right. What is nil if it's soccer?
Is it nil soccer? I'm actually not sure now. Now I'm overthinking it. 10-0, 10-0.
Post up in the comments on the YouTube feed if you know what the difference between nil and 0 is. We're looking for the etymology of nil versus 0 in sports. Now we've got a lot of ulti nerds or just nerds in general watching this, so don't be afraid. Fly your nerd flag proud. Let us know in the comments. I think you're right though, Daisy. I think nil is a soccer thing.
Yeah.
If Ruben Berg is listening, Ruben, what do the rules say? Is it nil or 0 in the rules? You ever done the rules quiz?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Are you just saying that, or you
I've
actually
definitely done
Okay.
and studied.
The secret's safe with me and the ULTI.TV community. I've done it once or twice, but didn't do well. Cooper with it. Short pull, so Albury Wodonga with a chance to get on the board with a nice short point. I think that was up. Yep, they played it up.
Yeah, they're getting through the middle again. Again and again.
Olivia Kennedy with that nice save. And good patience, not getting what we call end zone eyes, where you just want to throw the goal.
Oh, good grab. Oh, no, thought it was a grab.
Another.
Defense. Looking at the ends. Oh, just
Throw looked good out of the hands, just a little bit too much on it.
a little bit too high. But they're good looks, all these long throws. They're just off the downwind long throws, but they're looking good.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for us. We've seen, a couple of games here already. These players needing to adjust to this field and these conditions.
Yep.
And, you called it out, Daisy, in the last game that a few too many of those throws just went 5-10 metres in front of their player. So you need to adjust for that.
Yep.
Just as you do when you're playing golf, you got to adjust for the wind and let the wind do the work for you.
Ooh, that was a good cut from Ballarat. Just unlucky with the grab. Someone open in the end zone. Oh, that was another really good look. Just
Right idea.
Just
Yep.
turn to the left.
Yeah, I think the only adjustment we'd want to see, certainly from Albury Wodonga, potentially from Ballarat as well, is just a little bit more activity around. I think a few of these counts are getting high and can just always be a little bit harder to execute a throw when you do have a 7 stall 8 count. So
Yep.
if the teams start dumping earlier, I think they'll be better for it. So Ballarat able to get it off that sideline cushion straight up. Now they're almost at halfway, so good early flow from Ballarat. Let's see if they can keep it moving. They do. Almost at halfway. A little bit of a miscommunication on the dump.
Nice mark from 39.
Agreed. And
Very aggressive.
I think we might see from a call on Beck Cooper in the mark. And it is going to go back. It's Leah Cushion, I believe. So now Ballarat reasonably set up. Again, they run 2 dumps, but they sort it out. There's a player poach. They utilise the dump now. It was Banks.
Nice cut from 55.
I think that's Annie Chen.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Yep.
Big shot over the top. I mean, you've said it a couple of times that I don't mind the throws. It's just probably those connections. That's a great throw out to a wide wing, but the wing had come into that middle. So a miscommunication between both players. But we're going to see Albury Wodonga with another opportunity to get on the board, to kickstart their push into this game. After Ballarat came out with intent, put an upwinder in, consolidated it with their downwinder. Now playing their zone.
Oh, that was through 3 Ballarat players, that pass.
And now they can use the width if they want here.
Nice grab. Oh, great look. Yes! Stayed. Nearly dropped. Stayed in. What a nice passage of play from Albury Wodonga down this right sideline.
Yep. Exceptional flow from Albury Wodonga. Probably the best passage that we've seen. Daisy, as you said, coming out, using the width across. That then sucked the defenders into the middle, which meant they had the player advantage. You freeze there, you see a 2-on-1 for Ballarat downfield. So they could either hit that under or go over the top and with the deep. They opted for the latter, and it puts them on the scoreboard. 2-1. Ballarat lead.
Really nice pass into the end zone then. Yeah, once you can break through the first lot of defenders, he can really open up the field, just as Albury Wodonga did.
Yeah, that's the gamble that you take playing the zone. More often than not, most zones you see do have more players around the disc. So as soon as you can get it past them, the equation switches, and then you've got the player advantage behind.
My guess is there might be a few more long shots from Ballarat downwind. This point. If I'm playing a tournament and I'm in the third game now, I'm starting to think about lunch, I think. It's tough, the third game in the morning.
Now I'm starting to think about it. So Albury Wodonga with the pull.
Oh, it rolls the right way. Oh, might come back.
So thanks, big shout out to, we'll come back to that after this Ballarat O. Ballarat running a horo, got 2 dumps back, they move it up to cushion. Good flow from Ballarat, a couple of early gainers. Now bobbling out.
Bad luck. Yeah, they were moving it nicely between their kind of front players there. They just needed, I think it'd be nice to have one option deep as well.
So shout out to the bearded chefo. Definition of nil, noun, a quantity of no importance, reduced to nil. Synonyms, hort, cipher, goose egg, nada, naught, nix, nothing, null, zero, zilch, zip, zippo. As we see a Ballarat zip one into the end zone.
That was a really nice passage of play from Cunningham. Really nice cut, grabbed the disc, and then, yeah, the wind just took it out.
So whilst I appreciate the definition, I'm probably more looking for the difference between nil and zero. So
when you use them, because I know in different sports,
exactly.
like tennis, 15 love.
And for those watching at home, we've got a question on the thread on this stream. It's going from left to right as you're looking. So right now, Albury Wodonga have a real challenge moving it upfields. We see the disc bobble up, which tends to happen when you're throwing upwind. It is now the downwinder for Ballarat. They maintain a little bit of a gap. It's now 3-1.
Timeout's been called by the teams, by Albury Wodonga.
Watch Ballarat happy to play it quickly, don't need the team to set up too much. They saw enough of what they liked, decided to throw the goal. As we see on the Super Boost replay. We might take a quick break and be back with the messages from both teams after this timeout.
Imagine waking up here, where you awaken your curiosity and immerse yourself in learning and reflection. Where every meal becomes a journey of discovery, savouring the unique flavours of our culinary landscape. Where creativity is unleashed, leading you to art galleries and hidden spaces. Lose yourself in the charm of our streets and laneways, each corner offering a new adventure. Whenever you visit Bendigo, you're bound to get lost in discovery.
Hey guys, Katie Brennan here from the Richmond Footy Club. On hot days like this in the off-season, it's so important to prepare yourself right to start the day. I like to start with a healthy breakfast. It's always eggs on toast for me. And then a little work done on my business just to plan out the day and get clear on what I have to do. I train around 4 mornings a week, and today I'm focusing on a few strength and resistance exercises. Hydration is super important. It's a hot day, so I'll drink a Super Boost Rapid. Grape flavour is my favourite. All the electrolytes I need and low in sugar. So a little bit of these, then some of this. Not overloading in the hot temperatures, taking in plenty of liquid. That feels better. Now off to work. Have a great day.
And welcome back to Victorian Ultimate Championships. We've got Ballarat coming out, the Ballarat Blue Tongues, as you can tell from that cheer, coming out of their timeout, enjoying a 3-1 lead. Albury Wodonga, still very positive, had a listen into their timeout, Daisy, and
Nice.
still very positive, probably just acknowledging the conditions, both in terms of the heat as well as the wind, but still overwhelmingly positive. So 24 minutes into the game. This game, 60-minute game, I believe. And a big shout out, as you saw on the ad break just there. Massive shout out to all of our sponsors. City of Greater Bendigo, Super Boost, and of course Ultimate Victoria. Great supporters that helped make today possible with Rex and the rest of the ULTI.TV team. Shout out to Mike. Steering the ship steadily back over in SA. A lot of support coming in on the feed for the AWUF, Albury Wodonga Ultimate Frisbee Racing. AWUF girls.
Oh, it's rolled the right way.
It reminds me of like tacking in sailing, you know. It starts to, the disc starts to turn there. It's pushing into the wind, but still just upfield a little bit. It's taking it just past halfway.
I think that's a good start given the wind.
And it looks like Ballarat just playing a containy little zone, happy for it to for these inside throws. But if I'm Daisy, if I'm Albury Wodonga, I'm taking this every day of the week. Touches on the disc. You're not in a really dangerous field position back on your end zone line. I like this from Albury Wodonga.
Yeah, and they're making some nice cuts through the middle as well, just to keep like
that one.
Found the space there. That's really nice from AWUF. AWUF. Yeah, I agree. They've moved it around that zone really well.
Despite the scoreboard, I'd actually say that they're doing that better than Ballarat right now.
Yeah.
Ballarat got the scoreboard advantage, but AWUF definitely. And this is the positivities we see. Almost a turn. Oh wow. I don't really think I've seen that live before.
I haven't seen that either.
It's play on as we watch Rex right there. Just picked it up to goal. Oh, sorry, it's not a goal. It's not a turn.
But yeah, just double checking because it is unusual.
Unusual. Yep. Well captured by the ULTI.TV crew as we see a nice upwind. Ballarat are a shot for an upwinder. Yes.
They've that was nearly grabbed there. There was a chance to there was one open player in the end zone then, but it is a really tough throw upwind. Risk it kind of going up and behind you if you get it wrong. Nice D from Zara. Albury Wodonga were looking to go through the middle again, but looks like Ballarat might have picked up on it a bit now.
This is Leah Cushion, one of the more experienced players in the Ballarat roster. I had to say it, didn't I? That was my fault.
Bad luck.
That was my fault. That's on me, Leah. That's my bad. So Ballarat setting the zone. Albury Wodonga so far have done a really good job of throwing through it.
Just
but
like, they've started picking it up.
Yeah, Ballarat have adjusted.
Yeah, might need to try a different way to move through that zone, or make sure they cut through the centre three defenders from Ballarat, not hang behind them.
And it's interesting here, Albury Wodonga playing the match. Looking for the break. Engages the dump. Dump goes up the line. The count will be high. The dump does go up the line, but it's really nice D. Kramer, I believe.
Did you say there was a relation to the other Kramers too?
I'm taking a wild guess.
Yeah,
I mean, Albury Wodonga, it's a metropolis, but it's not it's not too big. So if you've got three Kramers, and all of them look like receivers, I'll call them that. I'll say they're tall. Maybe cousins at best, but no. Frisbee royal family emerging with the Kramers. Still haven't dropped a Seinfeld pun.
Albury Wodonga used that side nicely. They've made some space over the far wing.
They've used the width really well most of this half, and they're still getting the shot. You can see hands up here in the corner with Hartwig.
But Ballarat have really shut down that centre corridor that they were using nicely before, which is a good response from Ballarat. So now they have to push through that the centre three. Oh, good grab.
Wow.
Good grab.
Hartwig's completely free. Takes it on the second bite. Nicely done, nicely collected. This one moves through. Not so that time.
Oh, good look, just a little bit, a little bit too far to the right.
Kramer actually reminds me of a young Daisy Medic running around out there,
Oh, really?
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of deep activity.
Yeah,
Did
receiver.
you ever have the Legionnaires action?
I
Maybe-
wish.
maybe that was your brother,
I think
actually.
a Legionnaire's hat is a good option. Cover the back of your neck. But no. No, I didn't. Oh. Bad luck.
Nice flat throw. Just had a little bit too much on it. But again, if I'm Albury Wodonga, I'd keep doing that. Like, they're using the width so well. Yes, in this kind of wind, there are going to be turns. That's why they're playing the zone. But I think more is going right than wrong for them. They just need to be able to hold Ballarat out here. Don't allow the break throw into the end zone. We see the big one go up.
Nice look to cushion. Good grab. No, not cushion. Yes. Yep. Oh,
And
well done.
That's a lovely flat goal to Zara Humphreys.
I think Humphreys
throw.
has had a few really nice grabs. Was it Humphreys that grabbed that the kind of blading one before as well?
Yeah.
Nice grab from Humphreys. Yeah, Ballarat. It's good they're looking for their shots and they're not stopping.
Yep.
And it's working really well.
And we do have confirmation that the Kramer playing now is the younger sister of the other two. Is it just you and Charlie in your family playing?
Yeah. Yep. Have you got any siblings that play?
None that really play.
Yeah.
One of my brothers gave it a go. He was a bit of a brawler. My brother is about 6'4", 110 kilos, so like he's decent on the field, but kind of went through him. Yeah, big boy. Big boy. Decided the army was more for him. So, you know, I don't know how many Frisbee players play, are also in the army.
No.
Shout out to Al if you're listening.
So 4-1 to Ballarat. They've been taking a lot of offensive shots in the wind, which is really good, and it's paying off. And they've started to kind of shut down Albury Wodonga's offense with their 2-3-2 zone.
Yeah, agreed. And you can hear that wind coming through our mics now. We've got 24 Ks, pretty consistent wind with gusts up to 51 kilometres at the moment. So these players doing a good job. Sometimes Ultimate Frisbee's a war of attrition a little bit. And it's just about maintaining that kind of discipline and focus. You know everything's not going to go your way. We can see in the background on the feed those trees moving pretty strongly.
I mean, it's easier, though, if it is consistent. It's
Correct.
harder, I've
When it's
found, when
gusty.
the wind changes and you're adapting your throws to that. But still, it's definitely not easy in the wind.
No, it's not. And the best thing you can do here if you're Albury Wodonga, release the disc low. High, it's going to catch that wind. The lip's going to catch the wind, just kind of like that. Yeah, exactly, like that. Release low. The wind is less intense at your ankles than it is at your shoulders.
Yep.
So Banks will walk to. She'll be looking for a break into the corner. Nice and early. There it goes. There it is. Oh, it just bubbles out.
It was Gallagher, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, nice cut from Gallagher. Yeah, that highlights again that they're setting up good shots for goals.
Nice pop in from Kramer. Short throws, release low. This one, unfortunately, you can't unless it gets touched by another player. You're not able to go after your own throw. So that would have been a turn regardless. Banks again. Are we going to see another break? No. Opts for just a little high release backhand, downwind, much easier throw. Another little backy. Looks for give go action, doesn't get it. Nice wide step out backhand stance. That's how you do it for the young kids at home. Wide step out, make yourself nice and big.
Yeah, Albury Wodonga had everyone pretty well covered then.
Yep.
And there wasn't a lot of movement.
Bit stagnant, wasn't it?
Yeah. Which puts a bit of pressure on the thrower.
Ballarat with another D.
Oh, good look. Again to Gallagher. Close, but just too much on it. Went out the end zone.
And I think you know that they're country teams, regional teams playing when you hear the car horns. People that are probably more akin to, being down at the local footy reserve when someone's dobbed a goal and then everyone, sitting in the back of the ute gets on the car horns. I don't know if you can pick that up over our feed, but
yeah, there are a few car horns. That's
definitely
fun.
a couple car horns. That or someone's having a challenging time in the car park. Albury-Wodonga, chance to move it up again. Demonstrate more of their trademark patience, moving it through the cup and around, which they've done this time. It's Kramer rocking the Sun Safety First Legionnaires.
Yeah, I think
Great popping in.
just bad luck. That was good popping. They've started, Albury-Wodonga have started their popping again.
Yep.
Through the middle. Oh, good look long. Well done.
Annie Chen, knowing what the team wanted, sitting off the back of the stack, cut deep off the back of the stack, but knew that the disc would be going that quick due to the wind.
Yeah, read it nicely. Got in the right
exactly.
space. Yeah. And it was a really good throw from 33, from Banks. But yeah, in the wind, you just keep taking shots, and as it's showing with Ballarat, they come off. So it's helping them with their lead.
I'm so sorry for bumping into you, Emma.
5-1 to Ballarat. Yeah, the wind is coming up, isn't it, through the mics?
Say if anyone's got a weight set at home or something, just some barbells or a dumbbell they can come and put on our gazebo before we blow away, that'd be much appreciated. I'm joking. Shout out to Simon Talbot and Ultimate Victoria, put on an excellent event. We are well pegged to the ground. It just gets a little scary, doesn't it, Daisy? You sit under this thing and you can feel it about.
Oh, you are holding it down. Yeah, you've got.
I'm holding on to it. I did that at Kaimana one year, a tournament in Hawaii. And what do they call them? Not hurricane? Yeah, hurricanes over there. And I almost took off. It was a big, big thing. And I went, all 65 kilos of me at the time. I'll make the difference here. And almost got blown back home.
Oh.
So nice real chance for Albury-Wodonga here. That pool obviously not going to plan for Ballarat. Real opportunity for Albury-Wodonga to put their second goal on the board.
The grab from Kennedy. Yeah, they're going through the middle again. That's when they play best. Yep, well done. So that, really, Kramer threw that one.
I think it's Meg Graham with the goal.
Oh, Graham got the goal. Thrown by Kramer. The open, that corridor, like I mentioned, that's where they seem to be comfortable, and they played really well.
I think 9/10 of an Albury-Wodonga point's going right. It's either that final throw, or they'll throw 10 good ones and one that maybe catches the wind a little bit, but certainly downwind. There's not as much pressure due to their field position. And they get a well-deserved second goal.
Yeah, yep.
Where was the windiest place you ever played? I said I was going to give you notice for questions and then I just put you under the bus. So.
I can't think. I've thought of a lot of rainy ones, but I do find it easier to play in the rain, I don't know, than the wind. So I'll get back to you. I can't think. But yeah, a lot of... Torquay. Torquay's really...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Torquay was really windy.
We had a tournament in Wellington, New Zealand.
Was
Looking
that
back,
windy?
you go, it's renowned for being one of the windiest cities in the world.
Yep.
And looking back, you go, why would you put a Frisbee tournament there? But that was That was the weirdest. They call it off, at that point they just go.
Oh, they did? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was raining sideways as well at about 3 degrees. So
Yeah, okay. Yep.
everyone just went, it's time for the pub. But not here, and not for Albury, Wodonga or Ballarat, not yet at least. They're at least 20 minutes away from that. We are playing to 60. 60 minutes will add one to the highest score. And Albury Wodonga, I don't think they realise they've actually got a pool. There you go. Yep, pick it up. There you go. What you got there? Our ULTI.TV team practicing being sun smart as well. A couple of Legionnaires taken after our main operator Kramer. This one rolls out. Decent pull, past halfway. Ballarat setting up in the Horo.
Yeah, they've stuck with that today. Oh, just missed.
So a really interesting chance here now for Albury Wodonga. Hartwig picks it up. One goes deep off the back. Will she throw? No, fakes the backhand. Instead looks under, goes instead for the flick. Cycles it well. Komenos gets the open
Yeah,
dump.
good patience to Rion. Oh, bad
Going
luck.
between two players. Now Ballarat chancing their hand a little bit.
Nice cut down the line. And again, oh, nearly.
And I think
Good
that
hands.
was a hand block there
Yeah.
from Olivia Kennedy. We Wodonga again with a real chance to put in their first upwinder. Put a bit more pressure in this game as Komenos again with a nice undercut. Big step out, moving the dump around, moving her mark around to Bon. Bon has something deep. She likes it. Half a hand to it. Can't complete.
Yeah, good reading from Seaton, just to adjust.
Correct. Got the read right.
Yeah.
But those,
But-
you so often just have one, it's like a one-timer. You get one shot at it, you got to
Yeah.
stick the juke up and hope it you hang on.
I find less thinking time is better as well.
Yeah.
Oh, bad luck.
You a D player?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Us D players, the less we think, the better. So Ballarat had a couple of chances, but to Albury Wodonga's credit, they've been able to get turns up in this area, and they get another one there. Thanks to some close checking, some close D.
Yeah, if they get this one, they're really back in it.
Big time. And it's as much a mental thing to go, hey, we scored up win, we can do it again. So
Yep.
they just need to be a little bit patient. Oh, McWaters can't get onto the end of that one. So they want to get another turn, but they've got, I think, about 3 turns this point, all up in their own half. Got one cut going deep, not on it. Ballarat backing themselves in with the small ball. Have a chance for a big gainer, which they throw to now, and it's caught. Well done from Leah Cushion. Worked really hard to get the deep, and now it's going to go again from Ballarat. And this will be a turn, but at least this time in their own.
I think I called McWaters Kramer, but I
Kramer
think
McWaters is wearing.
is where.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
there we go. I was wondering why I'd done that.
they're keeping us on our toes.
Yep.
Thankful to all the players for wearing numbers. It's a big help.
It is. Yeah.
It's Hartwig this time. Yeah, I did the same thing earlier. I went, you know what? Surely there can't be 4 Kramers out there. What are they doing up there at Albury? A lot of time on their
nice
hands. Here
grab.
we go. Straight to halfway. Great read out the back. Just a little rush of blood to the head from Olivia Kennedy following a great read.
And nice throw. Nice piece of play from Albury Wodonga.
And both teams, Ballarat are going to call a well-deserved timeout. This is a long point. Only 15 minutes to go in regulation in the match. So we are going to take a short timeout and be back to see the final 15 minutes of this pool game between Albury-Wodonga and Ballarat. And welcome back to this pool game, the Victorian Ultimate Championships for 2025. If you're just tuning in, got a bit of a mammoth point. Between Ballarat and Albury-Wodonga. And Albury-Wodonga getting exactly what they'd hoped for with the early turn at half. Can't convert. So Ballarat with the chance. Cushion. Gets it to Zara. And throw behind her teammate. So Ballarat moving to a bit of a matched defence now, which I think is a good call for them, because Albury-Wodonga, if I'm them, I'm feeling very comfortable at moving it up in that zone. They've been able, as you said, Daisy, able to throw it through, throw it around, throw it over.
Yes. Great grab. Well done. Nice conversion from Ballarat. That was a very good grab. That just dipped down in the wind.
Yes, and Ballarat able to prevail after an at times challenging point for both teams.
Yes.
As we watch the Super Boost replay. Both teams really happy, as we said early in the game, to throw a run and gun, start playing defence straight away, not allow the defence to set. And they maintain their advantage. Bit of a flattener for Albury-Wodonga, you got to say. They had probably the most chances in that point, more so than any other. But still a lot of positivity, a lot of chat on the sideline, a lot of smiles.
So I think that goal, Cushion caught that goal. Very good catch.
So now Ballarat on D, pulling upwind.
Yeah, I don't think the score quite reflects the last few points. Albury have had a lot of the disc.
Oh, for sure.
So it'll be interesting to see how they respond this point.
Yeah, definitely doing more right than they are wrong,
Yeah.
Albury, but as I said, it's just can be a test at times in challenging conditions against good opposition. But they're buoyed and spurred on by their support back home in Albury and Ballarat. A lot of support coming through for both teams. Probably more Albury with the edge at the moment on the YouTube subscriber stream. As we see, Albury-Wodonga put a flawless third point on the board. Now you can say it's Kramer, Daisy.
Yeah, I was just I was just double checking. You saw me double checking there.
It's spectacular
grab.
work through the middle.
Great grab from Kramer there. Really good cut. Good grab.
Yes. A lot of support for Albury on the chat. Also a lot of A-League or soccer or football, depending on where you're from, references, which somewhat go above my head, but I'm going to take it as support for their local Chargers. So get their third on the board, well deserved as we head into the final few minutes of this game.
Yeah, see how they respond upwind. That was a really good point.
Yes, as we see a couple of American imports on the sideline waiting for the next game. Getting the most out of the great city of Bendigo. Been good enough to put this event on for us. In partnership with Super Boost and Ultimate Victoria. Some great sponsors and supporters. And of course, ULTI.TV. So a big forehand pull.
Yeah, nice.
Fortunately, when as a roller kind of crashed out on itself, it didn't have the roll. It's free point. Pulling upwind, you just get to give it a go. And Annie Chen puts a big backhand. Not sure her teammates were checked in with her, unfortunately. Annie played with a few clubs now and is renowned for having a bit of a cannon. Especially downwind, that one not really giving her teammates a chance. Oh, nice grab, keeps the disc alive.
Ooh.
And this one we might see. That was Gabby Cunningham absolutely seeing a Callahan. Cunningham seeing the Callahan on offer. Chasing it down.
That was a good bid for that.
Yeah.
Kind of stayed up a little bit longer than everyone expected.
one out the back, I believe. I think the wind getting onto that one.
Yeah.
So Cunningham going from looking to catch a Callahan to now throwing a turn. Frisbee's a fickle game. It's a fickle sport.
Showing the muscles there. A bit too much strength. Frisbee went out the back. There they are.
Oh, give it a kiss. Why not? Gun show.
Oh, good D from Annie.
And that is Ballarat's 7th goal as we head into the last 5 minutes of the game, much to the adulation and celebration of their online stream community who have come out of the woodwork to tell me that I'm wrong and that there's more support for the mighty rat. It's the quote that has been given here.
Nice defense there from Annie, and then just to turn it around with a goal.
Yeah, and it's nice when you get to see, you know, we talked about it earlier, because we're just... so it's half, but they're going to say keep playing through. That's nice spirit. I like to see that. The teams can take a break at half, but because we are so close to the time cap, I'm just going to propose playing through, which is great to see. And as you said with Annie, like that's a real heads-up play. We'd seen one of the strengths of Albury Wodonga was throwing through that cup. So the fact that Annie kind of took it upon herself to say, right, I'm going to be a presence in this cup and start making it harder for them to throw through, or even better, get a D.
Yep. And
Well
then throw a goal.
And then throw a goal. So the teams are going to play through half, so they will switch ends and O/D, but we're not going to take a break, which is good, giving the people what they want. And the Frisbee action will keep coming at you after this. The next game, the infamous Geelong Mudlarks versus Quoll. A couple of Mudlarks on the screen. I believe that's the Evans family, was it?
I think so.
Geez, they get around. The country, I mean. Yeah, but what? That's what I said. They travel a lot. Jan and Steve, they travel a lot.
No.
Famous Frisbee family, the Evanses. They go on all kinds, as we see Quoll warming up. They go on the tours when the various lads have played Goannas or Thunder. Did you get in on any of those campaigns, the junior things? Did you do?
No, I haven't done any of that.
Right.
I was a bit of a late starter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You would have walked on them, I'll tell you that. I'm serious. Blue bottles and...
No, mostly social, and then a few of the fun kind of mixed teams, which I've enjoyed, and a lot of uni Frisbee, which is always fun.
Where'd you play?
Monash?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many gold medals did you win?
I recall one.
Okay.
We had Declan as our coach.
Oh, against all odds. I won 2, but it's not a competition.
Oh.
Plus a silver, plus a bronze. But anyway, back to the action now. We see Ballarat as we move into the final minute of the game. Lovely long put. Cushion almost reeled it in. May have even won 3. Albury Wodonga. Again, moving it so well with those inside throws just inside the cup. Count getting high. So we see a hammer.
Oh.
Incomplete, but happy to see one. And now we see a long shot into the end zone, but a miscommunication, I think, between Leah, who was standing there. Bit of a zig when she should have zagged. Olivia Kennedy getting really busy in the cup. Waters. And that wasn't a car horn, that is time cap. So we will add one and play to the final, the highest score. Another long shot into the end zone,
Yeah,
again to Leah.
Banks looking long again. They're good looks, yeah, just floating a little bit too far out the back.
It's that adjustment we spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
You know, on a still day, or even throwing that upwind, that's good. But the disc is going to just get carried, especially when you throw that high. The wind a lot more prevalent up there than it is at ground level. And you can tell both teams that fatigue starting to creep in. Ultimate, you don't, unless there's an injury, you don't really run active subs like you might in AFL.
Yep.
So that's 7 players that's on the field. They're on until one of those teams scores. So pretty challenging in conditions like this. Over 30.
Yep.
Late in the game. You've been out there for an hour. Annie Chen's been out there for an hour, throwing and catching goals.
Really nice movement there. Oh, well done.
She throws another one.
To Cunningham. Cunningham made space nicely there. But Annie kind of set up the play really well.
So it is 2-7. The game will go to 8. Both teams just discussing if that's the case. 3-8, I believe, maybe. We might just call it, yeah. I think both teams happy to call it due to some of the conditions, which I'd say fair enough, Daisy. It's getting pretty willing out here. So both teams happy to call it at 3-8 at the time cap.
And then if they've got games after a bit more of a break,
Tournament's a long time.
Yeah, you want to take your breaks. But yeah, really good game. Well done, Ballarat.
Well done, Ballarat, and also a lot of credit going to Albury Wodonga.
Yeah, really nice passages of play. Just not all of them quite came off.
So as we said, a lot more action still to come. We have the Geelong Mudlarks playing Quoll, who have made the trip across is it the Bass Strait from just the mainland, or is that Tasmania?
Oh, from Tassie. They're from Tassie, yeah.
Bass Strait?
Yeah.
There we go. Year 9 geography. Quoll from Tassie, who have crossed the Bass Strait to be up in Bendigo with us. So we will be back with you in the next time slot, only a few minutes away to see that game in the Victorian Ultimate Championship Open Division. Until then, for now, my name has been Andy Moroney, joined by Daisy Medic, and on behalf of myself and the entire ULTI.TV team, we'll see you next time.
ULTI.TV.
Hopefully, I didn't mean to speak over you or anything.
No, I should get out. If it's clear air, I get out.
No, I...
Just tell them to stick it. The people want more of you.
Oh, I do!
Yeah.
I'm going to have a real problem calling everyone by their correct names in the Mudlarks. Ado passes to Coco.